This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has received heads of the international delegations participating in the 4th annual investment meeting. The meeting was attended by Crown Prince of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and Dubai Deputy Ruler, His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. During the meeting, the ruler of Dubai told the delegation that the UAE offers its experience to help its friends and encourage economic development in the friendly countries for the best interest of its nations. The ministers and heads of delegations agreed that the experience of the United Arab Emirates has become an example that others can benefit from in regards to boosting the developmental programs and projects in their countries. The UAE provides more developmental aid as a percentage of gross national income than any country in the world. According to figures released by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the country's aid budget was $5 billion in 2013, putting it in first place worldwide. Aid from the UAE increased by 375% in 2013 compared with 2012, representing 1.5% of GDP according to the OECD, which is the highest in the 34-member organization. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, posted his response to the figures on social networking websites, tweeting that the culture of giving is deeply rooted in our society and it has always been nurtured by UAE leaders since the inception of the UAE. He added that the leadership is humbled and pleased that the UAE came in the first place worldwide in terms of the value of its official aids as a percent of gross national income. Development aid from rich countries to some of the world's poorest rose to a record high last year, but contributions from mainland Europe lagged as the region clawed its way out of recession. The OECD, a policy forum for 34 advanced democracies, said 17 member countries had increased their aid levels. And after 2 years of cuts to foreign aid budgets, it was 6% more than in 2012 and the highest ever level, an outcome the OECD described as heartening. Aid given by rich countries to poor nations rose last year to a record $134.8 billion, despite budget constraints. The student population in the GCC is estimated to reach 11.3 million in 2020 from 9.5 million in 2010. The ongoing Gulf Education and Training Exhibition, or GETEX Spring 2014, hopes to cater and sustain this robust growth. His Highness Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, UAE Minister of Culture, Youth and Community Development, inaugurated the 26th edition of GETEX. He was joined by Malaysian Deputy Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin and other dignitaries. They toured the event and visited some of the 400 participating institutions from 40 different countries. With over 2,500 educational programs from across the globe available during the 3-day event, organizers aim to cater to the growing student population in the UAE and the region. In addition to the wide variety of educational institutions offering a diverse range of courses, this year's focus includes study options abroad, scholarship opportunities, financing, education and training opportunities. Organizers hope that through this platform, students will be able to secure their future, beginning with high-quality education.
The importance of education here, as you know, it has the highest priority amongst the leadership, and in fact education's item on our budget is the highest in the federal government, and we can see how important education that it has been a priority for the strategy of the government of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, and also is a very clear indication of the importance of education that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, is heading the Abu Dhabi Education Council. So our investment is in our people, and we believe that the future will definitely depend on the prosperity of the country. Will depend on the quality of education that we provide our people. And we're lucky enough to have also many institutions from all over around the world who they see not only the dream but the chances to open and to provide good quality education in the whether it's schools or colleges or universities.
Dubai International Airport, Terminal 1 and 2 and the newly opened Al Maktoum International Airport will have smart gates installed by the year end. according to reports quoting a local government official. The Smart Gate is an automated, secure and convenient self-service alternative to the conventional border control process through immigration officers. Lieutenant Abdul Jabbar Ahmed, head of the Smart Solutions Department at the General Directorate of Residency and Foreigners Affairs, was quoted in a local report as saying that they are working on installing smart gates at Terminal 1, 2 and Al Maktoum International Airport before end of the year. Currently, Dubai International Airport Terminal 3 has 28 smart gates. Lieutenant Ahmed added that Terminal 1 will have 16 smart gates, while Terminal 2 and Al Maktoum International Airport will have 4 each. Over 20 locations have been identified for the purpose of registration for Smart Gate, which includes Terminal 3's departure halls, Terminals 1 and 3 arrival halls, Donata office at Sheikh Zayed Road and headquarters of Emirates Airlines, and General Directorate for Residency and Foreigners Affairs and immigration arrival counters at Terminal 3. UAE drivers are expected to soon be penalised for doing other activities while behind the wheel, such as putting on makeup, fixing headwear and reading. The Federal Traffic Council has been discussing how to make drivers pay greater attention on the road, and local media reports suggest that they have recommended penalties for negligence. Increasing the punishment for reckless driving, racing and exceeding the speed limit by more than 60 kilometers an hour also is being considered. The fine for driving 60 kilometers an hour over the limit could reach 2,000 dirhams, while the vehicle would also be impounded for 2 months. The UAE has been improving its driving laws for the past few years, including tightening controls on new drivers. In February, the Council backed a plan to reduce the legal driving age from 18 to 17, with the idea being considered by the Ministry of Interior for approval. In other news, Russian driver Vladimir Vasilyev extended his lead in the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, while Dubai-based English rider Sam Sunderland regained the advantage in a fascinating bikes battle. It was a classic day of desert rallying as the 38 surviving cars and 48 bikes and quads followed a dramatic trail through dunes in the UAE's western region of Al Gharbiya. Vasilyev in a Mini won the 256-kilometer Qasr Al Sarab Special Stage 3 to stretch his advantage from 44 seconds overnight to 9 minutes 48 seconds from the Polish crew of Marek Dabrowski and Jacek Czako in a Toyota Hilux. Lying third, more than 16 minutes further adrift, was Poland's Adam Malisev in another Toyota Hilux. And with 2 more stages in the bikes category remaining, only 52 seconds separate the top 3 riders. Sunderland now leads by 30 seconds from KTM teammate and 7 times winner Marc Coma of Spain, with Portugal's reigning FIM world champion Paulo Goncalves breathing down their necks. The 24th edition of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge is held under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the ruler's representative in the Western region, and the rally is the opening round of this year's FIM Cross Country Rallies World Championship for bikes.
Good day for us. We come together again with Sam. We make all the stage together and we put a good rhythm, and it's cool to arrive here without problems, but still 3 days and we are under very extreme conditions, so we have to keep focus during all the race.
It was a very difficult stage. We were opening the route for a lot of kilometers. For I think 200 kilometers it was very tiring because you know, to put the first track, it was not easy.
It's a challenging stage tomorrow. It's long. The weather is nearly the same. So my advice to everybody is just pace yourself, you see. If it is hot, it's hot for everybody. And if it's hard for everybody.
And finally, in the bulletin, moviegoers across the UAE and the region are in for more excitement as Majid Al Futtaim enters into a partnership with film industry giant 20th Century Fox and the Middle East distributor Empire International. The partnership was announced on Tuesday night, followed by the film screening of the movie Rio 2. The highly anticipated sequel to the 2011 animated film Rio marks the beginning of the collaboration, with its colourful cast coming to life and engaging with the fans. According to Majid Al Futtaim officials, over 2 weeks of live shows, roaming entertainment as well as meet and greet opportunities are just among the activities lined up for film buffs and families across the UAE during the nationwide release of the film at Vox Cinemas. Discussions are already underway to stage similar campaigns for its regional markets, including Oman.
The general public will benefit by Every time they attend a Majid Al Futtaim shopping mall, they'll see characters, they'll see stage shows, they'll see different activations within the mall where you'll see characters from the movie actually appearing within the shopping mall. So when they come to the cinema, similarly, they'll get to meet the characters. So it's very exciting for people to actually get that close to Hollywood and get to actually meet the stars from the film. So we're really excited about that. Plus, with Rio 2, we're giving away a trip to New York, all expenses paid for people to go to Blue Sky Studios where they actually made the film. So you get to actually meet with the animators who actually created these characters and who are creating these great, exciting stories for us.